Hey everybody, welcome back to the microgreens mini-series. Last episode we went over labeling, we went over weights, we went over lighting, whole bunch of stuff. Today we're just going to focus on harvesting, so I hope you enjoy this video. Again, thanks for tuning in to this microgreens mini-series, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. So here we are, we've got our microgreens. They've been sitting in the sun for about a day. So you can see how much they green up and how beautiful they are. See how they're laying down a bit? I did that on purpose. That way I can show you guys what it's like when they need a little bit of water. So all you gotta do, put a little bit of water on this and they're gonna spruce right back up. So I'll show you guys how to harvest a little bit. Now you want them to spruce up if you're gonna take them to a farmer's market or something like that. But if you're doing them just for yourself at home, they're still good to harvest even when they're not super crispy from a little bit of lack of water. So if these are for personal use, essentially you can leave them in the pot here, or in the tray here, and you're just going to take a little bit of handful. Let's say you want it for a sandwich or something like that. Take a little bit and just clip. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then you're going to look through, grab those seed holes, get them off. Boom, just like that. If you want to, you can crisp them in a little bit of cold water. Otherwise, all you're going to do is throw them on a sandwich. So we'll let these crisp up here, and then we are going to harvest the entire flat, and I'll show you guys how we do an entire flat. But like I said, if this is for personal use, just harvest what you need in the meantime, and people will absolutely love them. We've gotten these watered, and you can see they've spruced right back up, still greening up a little bit. These are just awesome little snack. So see, we've got all these seed holes on there. So what we're going to try and do is for market purposes, we'd get all those off of there. You know, you don't want anybody eating those. If you're comfortable eating them, big deal, go right ahead. I'm going to show you guys how to harvest these on a commercial level if you're going to sell them at a farmer's market. I have to sell them in the trays at the farmer's market because of the laws and regulations that we have here. So you guys check out your laws and regs where you're at. That way you don't get in any trouble. But first thing you want to do is just take your hand and you're going to lightly brush here. And that's going to help get rid of some of those seed holes. You can see on the side here we've already had a bunch falling off. So that's a really easy way to get started. We're just going to take a pair of scissors. I prefer scissors that are food safe, that basically come off in two pieces. These are not those, but those are the ones I prefer. That way you can get them really clean. So we're just going to take these, and we're going to take a handful of them. We're just going to cut. You don't want to pull on the microgreens because you're not trying to get any dirt from these. If you get dirt in there, you could get sick or you could get your customers sick. So we're just going to take these, put them in a bowl. We're going to take another group, cut them up. A lot of times they'll tangle together. If you are doing this for selling at a farmer's market or a restaurant or something like that, I wouldn't worry about having everything perfect. You'll see here I've missed a few here and there. It's not really worth the time to go back and cut the little ones that you've missed. You're not really making that much money off of it if you're going back and cutting the ones that you've missed. Now, for your own use, you can do whatever you want. If you want to go back and get what you've missed, or if you want to be more meticulous about the cut. But we're just going to keep going all the way around until our whole tray is harvested. This guy here is Dunzo. You can take it outside. One of our favorite things to do is take it outside, flip it over. New sunflowers will grow straight out of these. So that's a really fun thing to do. See little black oil sunflower seeds grow outside from these. Or what you can do if you feel like it is you can let these re-sprout and regrow. They will re-sprout and regrow. The flavor and nutrition will not be the same as the first cut, so typically you don't want to do like a second and third cut. But if you do want some green flavor and you don't feel like wasting these, you can do that as well. Otherwise, you can simply compost them. Now, if you don't have food-safe scissors or kitchen scissors or anything like that, you can also use a serrated knife and kind of hold. Again, you're not pulling out of the soil. You just hold a bunch, and then you just cut through. And then once they're all the way cut, you pull them out, put them into your bowl. So we're going to get rid of this guy. We don't need this anymore. If you're doing this in Colorado, you have to do this in a food-safe kitchen. If you do need a food-safe kitchen, a lot of states, municipalities will let you use their kitchens, and you can trade your vegetables for use of their kitchen and their permitting. You can't really do this in certain places. You can't do this in your own kitchen because then you have to get a food inspector to come through, make sure you're ready for that type of sanitization and that stuff. Now, if you're doing this on a personal level and you feel comfortable doing it in your sink, you just take these cuts and you put them in your sink. You fill it up with water and you kind of spin it around, and basically the seed holes will start coming off. So I'm going to do that demonstration in a bowl. This is one of the best ways to get rid of the seed holes. We've got our water here. Just give it a little swirl. Push down. You don't have to be super gentle with these things. But you can see already, you might be able to see, that these holes are separating from the sprouts. So then you can take these sprouts. What I like to do is put them into a salad spinner when they don't have the holes on them anymore. You want them to be bone dry, and put them into your clamshells or plastic bags, whatever you're putting them in to sell them, and put them right in the fridge. So you take them out, make sure there's no holes in there, put them in the salad spinner, spin them till they're dry, and then throw them right in the fridge. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Hit me with that YouTube mumbo jumbo. Rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you next time.